I know I'm pregnant. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to give you guys a little story time about how I found out I was pregnant. This is just not a simple story of me just going to Target and just peeing on a stick. It really isn't. I almost gave up on thinking that I was pregnant at the end because like all odds were literally against me, and I'll let you know why. Let's just start at the beginning. It all started on a very sunny summer afternoon at Taco Bell, and that's important to the story. So I'm at Taco Bell. I've never been to Taco Bell in my life, but that day I wanted it because my husband had chicken and cheese quesadilla the day before, and today I want it. And so we went to Taco Bell. We got a chicken and cheese quesadilla. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and then I threw up afterwards, and I went to bed after that. And when I woke up, I just didn't feel like myself. And I was like, what is going on? So many things happened today that just feel off. First of all, I ain't never been to Taco Bell in my damn life. I don't even know how the menu looked, but I knew they had a chicken and cheese quesadilla because of my husband. So that's number one. Number two, I don't really get sick to the point that I puke. So that was weird. And third of all, why am I sleeping at 3 p.m. in the damn afternoon? So those three things was like, something's definitely off. And when I told my husband about it, he made a joke and he was just like, oh, you're pregnant. I would start smelling things very strongly and he'd be like, because you're pregnant. And I'd be like, oh, maybe I just need to see a doctor. So we never ended up going to the doctor because like I never thought it was that serious to the point that we really needed to. But I was sick. And I was very nauseous and I was very tired all the time. Sore. My God. So my husband decided on me just taking a pregnancy test, because if I don't have a stomach bug and I don't have a fever and I ain't got no flu or nothing, hello, you are married now. You are running the risk of being pregnant at any given moment. And so I was like, you know what? Let's go get a pregnancy test. We get a pregnancy test. It's about evening time, and I go into the bathroom, and I come out, and I'm like, I'm not pregnant. And so I text my sister, because I'm telling her at this time, like, hey, I'm feeling this way. And she's like, yo, that's a lot of the symptoms of pregnancy, so you might be pregnant. And I texted her, I said, I'm not pregnant. She said, what time did you take the pregnancy test? And I said, oh, I took it last night. And she said, sis, your pee might have been diluted, so you're supposed to take it in the morning because it's more concentrated in the morning. I was like, oh, okay, we need to go back to Target. And so me and my husband go back to Target. We get a pregnancy test again, and so we come back and I check it, and at this point, like, I get 3 of them just in case. And so one out of the 3 had a faint line. So I showed my sister. I said, hey, that's the line. And she said, I think you're pregnant. That is a faint line. And she started hooping and hollering. I said, hold on, it's faint. The other ones say not pregnant. So could it have been a false positive? And she said, go to the clinic. I said, why didn't I think of that to begin with? So I ended up going to the clinic. I booked an appointment. My husband didn't come with me that day because it was his first day of work. So I go to the clinic and I'm sitting in the room. I'm texting my husband. I'm like, yo, my heart's in my ass. The clock's ticking real loud beside me and I'm very nervous. And so like maybe 5 minutes later, the nurse comes in and she's like, you're not pregnant. And I said, wow. Yes, I am. Because you cannot tell me that what's going on with me is just in my head. And so she was like, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, could it be that the HCG levels are just low? Let me tell you something. The moment that I took one pregnancy test, I done learned every terminology there was to pregnancy. And that's why I started spitting at her with those types of terms. I said, could the HCG levels just be low, sis? And she said, could be, but I just don't want to get your hopes up. And I said, okay, well, let me get my pregnant ass out of here. So I go home. I tell my husband, I'm like, yo, she said, no, I'm not pregnant. But on your way home, can you get a pregnancy test? I had this thing that I was like, yo, if I had to take a pregnancy test every single day until my period, I will. And that is exactly what the nurse told me. She said, lay off on them pregnancy tests, but just wait until your period comes. And so I was like, okay, but I don't think my last period was an actual period. There's such thing as implantation bleeding, which is like just spotting. And my period was very irregular the last time. So I told my husband, I said, I don't think I had got my period last time. The days were very short and I was spotting. It wasn't like an actual flow. I'm sorry if this is TMI, but come on now. Should not be TMI. People watching this video should not be feeling like I'm giving out too much information. So, where was I? Implantation bleeding. So I told her, I said, I told the nurse before, I was like, I don't think that I even had my period last time. So what if I'm already pregnant and my period's not coming? So she said, just wait on it. And so I said, okay. And I didn't listen. TBH, I didn't listen. And I continued getting pregnancy tests. And as you can see, I got a lot of pregnancy tests. And I got all kinds. I got the expensive ones. I got those that were medium price. And then I got the ones that like Dollar Tree. And all of them were just coming out negative. Negative left, negative right. And I was just like, what is going on? Because I am very sure that I am pregnant. And so the time has come for my period to be arriving. And so at this point, I'm like, I don't know if I'm pregnant, but I tell my husband, I done ran out of pads, let's go get pads. We go to Target and I'm getting pads, and the pad section is very close to the pregnancy test. And I keep looking at it and I'm like, I don't really want to wait. Because at this point, it was 2 days before my period. And so I was like, I don't really want to wait. So I'm like, can we please get one more pregnancy test? Please. And my husband was like, are you sure that you want to continue just throwing your money on pregnancy tests when you've been told that you're not pregnant? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, okay. So, which one did we get? I got this one. I even memorized it because it's 3. And so I told myself I would take one the day before, the day of, and the day after my period. And so this is 2 days. The time that I'm talking is 2 days before my period. I'm planning on taking it tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that. So I woke my little behind up the next morning when my husband was asleep. And I took one. Because I didn't want him to see me take it and then like me be like bummed. Like, damn, maybe I was losing my mind a little bit. So I took it early in the morning. I took it like maybe 6 a.m., 6:30, 7 o'clock. And he's sleeping, and it was a weekend, so he gets to sleep in, so he's not gonna wake up. So I took one. Guys, within 30 seconds, this thing turns hella dark, and I'm like, I knew it. I knew I was pregnant. And so I was like, screw this day and this day. I'm taking these right now. So I took all 3 of them, laid the other 2 aside right next to each other, and I got clear signs. One is 2 lines. Okay, this one is for like results 6 days sooner than you're supposed to check like your period, the day after your period. So this one is 2 lines. This one is 2 lines, and it says quick results in 1 minute instead of having to wait 3 or 10. And then this one was like easy read. It's the one that says yes or no, whether you're pregnant or not. Sweet child, when I had seen that this one said that I had 2 lines, this one ran 2 lines within 30 seconds, and then this one will say, sweetie, yes, you're pregnant. And so I was in the bathroom, lady. At this point, it really didn't even have to do with me being pregnant, like a baby being inside of me. It was literally that I knew I wasn't going crazy because everyone was telling me that I may be crazy. So I didn't tell my husband. Because my husband, if it's a weekend, that man could sleep. And so the only way he'll wake up is if A, I'm in danger, or B, I'm in danger. So I had just said, let me just say that there's a spider in the bathroom and I'm scared. And so I had put the 3 tests on like the corner of the sink, and I went in like, yo, I'm terrified, I'm really about to like lose it. And he said, wow, what's going on? And I was just like, there's a spider in the bathroom and I don't know what to do, like I can't take my shower. And he's just like, okay, calm down. He gets up and goes into the bathroom, and I'm like, and he's looking and he's like, I'm just sitting back there like, ain't I tell you? Ain't I tell you? Ain't I tell all of you? So he was happy, I was happy, and who do you think I called for? Do you think I called my sister at the clinic? Hello, can I speak to the nurse? I said, listen, sweetie, I'm pregnant, and I told you, and I have pictures, and I'll be coming in. She said, we can have you next Tuesday, and I said, I will be there. So I texted my sister next, and I said, listen, look at all of these pictures. You was right, I was right, he was right, we was all right. And that that nurse almost made us not believe in ourselves. Towards the end, damn, I almost psyched myself out. So I go in for my appointment that Tuesday, my husband with me, and we're sitting there, and was he with me? But he had to go to work. I had three separate appointments. There were 2 that she told me I wasn't pregnant. So I was really wilding in that clinic. I went there the first time by myself because that was my husband's first day back at work. So that time she said no. I took my husband the second appointment when we went. Me and my husband went together, and she told us both that we weren't. And I told my husband in the car, I said, don't worry, I'm pregnant. And so this is the third time. This is the third time I went by myself again. My husband needed to go to work. I'm sitting there and I'm texting him again. Heart still in my ass. Clock still ticking in my ear. And she's taking forever. She comes in.
It read positive.
Oh, thank God.
Right, because if not, then you would have been like, well, I'm seeing things,
Yeah,
or
going
what
crazy.
is going on. Okay, so I have a few things for you.
I was very elated, obviously. I was sitting there and I was just like, she was giving me them little vitamins, telling me to start prenatal care, and I'm just sitting there like, you don't understand what I had gone through. Do you know how many weeks I was? I was already 2 months pregnant when she had told me that I was right and that I was pregnant this whole time. I was 2 freaking months pregnant. So women, I am telling you, if you feel like your body's off, it's definitely off. And secondly, there's such thing as female intuition. We are in tune with everything, especially our own bodies. So if somebody tells you that you might be wrong about what's going on in your own body, double check with yourself. So yeah, that is how I found out that I was pregnant and have been pregnant for 2 months, and the baby just couldn't be detected through my urine. But I am 22 weeks as of today. Baby is doing great, alhamdulillah. I do not know the gender yet. I'm having a gender reveal. Comment below what you think it is. I think it's a girl because I've been having dreams about it being a girl, which I'll later talk about in another video. But guys, if you do want weekly updates about the baby, I would upload them on Saturdays because that's when I turn a new leaf. I'm 22 weeks as of today, which is Saturday. So next Saturday I'll be 23, 24, so on and so forth, inshallah, if everything goes as planned. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys. Hershey out.